Welcome back to the Tool Crib and my attempt at building my perfect multi-tool. We're calling this one the Super Surge. So what we've done so far is we've got in some EOD cutters into this multi-tool, which worked out really fabulously. Put both screwdrivers on both on the same side. Had to do a little shim work on that. Added in a chisel and a cutting tool for cable cutting capability. In order to accommodate that fourth tool, we had to profile all of the other tools down, take some thickness out of the material in order to accommodate that fourth tool. Still have some fine-tuning work to do on this one. The next thing that I want to do is I want to put in a package opener. Now, unfortunately, with the Leatherman Surge, the pin size is correct, but this is not a direct drop-in replacement. You'll see it leaves quite a bit of, it just doesn't have enough material around the backside, first of all, to activate the catch or the lock mechanism, and then there's not enough material up at the top in order to lock it into place with the catch whenever it's done. So what we're forced to do is try to integrate this tool into the blade exchanger. Now, I looked at a number of different scenarios. I actually looked at this particular piece came out of the Leatherman Rev, and I pulled the file and the depth gauge combination tool out of there as well. And I thought about trying to integrate a cutter into this. The problem is that it doesn't leave enough front lip to make that viable. If it was a little bit wider at the front, then I would probably do that. I'm thinking later I might try to make one out of a jigsaw blade, a wider jigsaw blade, if I can find the right one, so that maybe this is something you could do where you don't have to necessarily have this particular tool out of another Leatherman tool. You could just get a saw blade and make your own. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to profile this with the T-shank adapter. This is the one that came out of my donor first generation Leatherman Surge. And then we are going to go very, very slowly with the Dremel. We're going to try to cut out the main profile, smooth it over, and then I've got a cheap set of diamond files that I got off of Amazon that I'll put some links in if you guys are interested. They're like $15. They're only 120 grit, and they're not the highest grade diamond file, but they should be good enough to do what we're trying to accomplish today. So let's get started. Well, it took a little bit of file work, but I do believe that I have it fitting just right now. So it's in there pretty snug. And I think that's going to work. We'll get it flipped around here. Not a lot of movement in there, so I feel pretty comfortable with that. Now we just need to try it out, see if it works. Well, that ended up working out pretty well. The fitment on there is pretty good. It doesn't have any movement. So, you know, when you're doing stuff like that, just to make a little T-shank adapter, you just really got to mark it out right and then just take your time, ease up on it. And a good set of diamond files really made that job a lot easier. I was able to really get in there close and then just start fine tuning it. Now, it wasn't quite perfect. I got just a little bit too much off this one edge over here, but in the end it ends up working pretty well, and I'm really happy with it. So I finally have a package opener on my Leatherman Surge. Well, this has been just a continuation of our video series on building the Leatherman Super Surge. I appreciate you joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.